Hello, my name is Hannah, and today we are building an industrial split-level apartment using the new platform tools. I got inspired by the other split-level apartment that I did. I really enjoyed building that, and I just dropped a pencil. I really enjoyed building that, and so I was like, I'm going to use platforms in an apartment again. And so I made this apartment, and I made it a bunch of different levels, mostly just in the main area and the entrance area. That's different areas, different heights. I actually really like this apartment, and I kind of went for more of an industrial style. I don't think that's what it started out with, because you can see that I'm placing a bunch of random filler furniture so that I can tell where to put stuff. But eventually I was like, oh, this brick looks cool, and so I think that's what inspired the entire of the style of the apartment. But I'm just right now placing a bunch of weird furniture that I just grabbed out of the catalog to make sure that it fit, because that's what I usually do. But that's just what happened. But today I was awoken at 2 a.m. Today being Friday. I think you're seeing this Friday, right? Yeah, okay, it is Friday. It is going up Friday. So today at 2 a.m. I was awoken by a train horn, and it happened every, I don't know, 3 minutes from 2 to 3, and then I couldn't get to sleep until 3:30. So I woke up at 8, which is really late for me, but I only got 6 hours of sleep, so technically I slept about the same as usual. So, we can never win. Sleep schedules, we don't have them. Just don't sleep. Even though I had finals all week, I'm not tired, so I guess that's kind of good, but also I've had 5 finals in the past week. I should be tired from studying that much, but I'm not, so. And there's a truck that's going by. Always. Okay, you don't have to be that obnoxious. Okay, but I was awoken at 2 a.m. and I don't get back to sleep if something has fully woken me up. It is very hard for me to get back to bed. So that's why it probably took me another I don't know how long it was actually, because I wasn't looking at my clock, because anytime I look at my clock, I'm awoken, I wake up more. So I just didn't look at my clock after the 2, and then when I went to bed at 3, when I tried to go back to bed at 3:15. So, but it was so loud, and I had heard a train before, because there's trains around here, so I hear trains, but there's not usually that loud. So automatically I was like, what is that? Because I heard it the first time, I think a couple days ago at 11 a.m. and again at 7 p.m. I think, but no one else had heard it, so I thought I was going crazy, which is kind of a theme with a lot of things that I do. I just think I'm crazy because no one else is experiencing it. It's really fun. But last night at 2 a.m., well, I guess that was this morning at 2 a.m., I was woken up and I was like, this cannot be fake. And so I recorded it on my phone, using a method that my friend had heard noises the other night, I think a week ago, and she recorded it using her phone to see if she was going crazy. She wasn't, and neither was I, because I showed it to my father this morning, and he heard it too. So not going crazy, and there's an actual train that's going by. And he was like, they shouldn't be using their horn at 2 a.m. in the morning. That's 2 a.m. in the morning, that's unnecessary, but that's fine. It's very specific. But it was just really weird. So at 2 a.m. they were just blowing their horns, but it was 2 a.m. until 2:45, maybe 3. I don't really exactly know. But it was a while, and there's a lot of trains. But for 30 to 45 minutes of just constant, not constant, every couple of minutes, that's weird, right? There must have been something going on, right? Why was there a horn going off for that long? So I was also confused about that. Are you gonna shut up or nah? So that just happened. And also, speaking of modes of transportation, no relation to trains, except they sound kind of similar. We're going to talk about planes. So my friends usually think I'm very crazy because I've never been on a plane before. I've never been on a plane. I've never seen a coastline or an airport or an ocean or anything like that. We usually like drive places. Like I've driven 12 hours straight to get to Chicago for a cheer competition once. And yeah, I don't know how we stayed sane through that. I don't think we really did. But we just drive places. We don't It's expensive to go on a plane, even for like a one-time like thing. But like we went like all the time to like places far away for like cheer competitions, because like we had one in Branson and one in Missouri that were very far away, like 9 to 12 hours for both of those. And so those were like more like should probably have flown, but that's really expensive to take a family of 4 on a plane. So we just drove, a very long time. So that, yeah, it wasn't terrible. I got literally nothing accomplished, but it's okay. But like some things that we went places that were probably like 5 to 7 hours away, like constantly, like 8 to 9 times a year. So it's very fun to just spend like I've spent so long just in cars, and I've never even been to an airport. The only airport that I've ever seen is one, I think it was like middle of Wisconsin when we went up there for a cheer competition, and it was like a smaller airport, and that was the first time I saw a plane on the floor, and I was like, what, 12? So yeah, I was 12 when I saw my first plane that was not in the sky, which is really fun. I guess that probably is true. I don't exactly remember any time other than that, but also I don't remember a lot of things from my childhood, which is probably makes sense, because like who remembers that one time they saw a plane when they were 6? So I don't know, but I've never seen a plane after that. That was like the only airport I've seen, because I've never seen the one in my town or the one in a surrounding town. Never seen those. I've been to the towns surrounding the airport, but I've never seen the airport, because we don't go that close to them ever, because they're kind of far away, not that far away. But I have no reason to go near an airport if you're not going to the airport. So I just don't go to the airport. And people think I'm weird because I don't know if they think I'm weird or think it's just crazy that I've never been on a plane, because a lot of my friends have been on a plane to like different countries. Like one of my friends went to Czech and one of them went to Thailand, and both of them, when I had said, "Oh, that's cool, I've never been on a plane," were like, "What?" And so yeah, it's really fun. So it's just different. You live differently when you spend 12 hours in a car, with your brother who is 3 years younger and is very annoying on long car rides. But as long as you give him some kind of electronic device and headphones, everyone stays somewhat sane. Somewhat. Not entirely, because you can't entirely stay sane with children in, a car. It's not even a big car, it's a car that you just spend 12 hours. Anytime you spend more than like 30 minutes in a car together, like all together, you're not gonna be sane after that. I don't think that's very possible. But it's getting to the end of the video, so it's almost screenshots time. So I post a new video every day of the week, so you can watch another video tomorrow. Bye.